Lisa?
Celebrate the 4th of July with grilling and fireworks. We never plan for anything to go wrong, but injuries and damage can happen. I'm Lisa Sacaccio, and coming up, I'll tell you what you need to know before lighting up your grill and fireworks this Independence Day.
Well, don't let your Independence Day celebration turn into a nightmare. Fireworks and grilling are very fun, but they can also be dangerous. WTVY's Lisa Sacaccio reports what you should know before lighting up that grill or those fireworks.
When celebrating your 4th of July, take the proper precautions with grilling and fireworks. According to the National Fire Protection Agency, or NFPA, the most common injuries are to the hands and face.
Nobody believes it's going to happen to them. However, we respond to numerous fires, numerous injuries every year.
Children are also at risk. The NFPA says ages 5 through 9 are more than twice as likely as other age groups to be injured by fireworks. They should always be educated and supervised.
Where to touch, where not to touch, where to point it, where not to point it.
Etheridge also recommends for them to stand 3 to 4 feet away from a working grill. According to the National Fire Protection Agency, peak month for grill fires. As for fireworks, no matter whether the size of this Roman candle or as small as sparklers or even this race car, they all pose a threat. In fact, according to the National Fire Protection Agency, 1 in 4 fires each Independence Day are caused by fireworks. A few NFPA safety suggestions for your celebration. Think of the wind and where the fireworks will land, and also dispose of them properly along with the coals from your grill. Have a bucket of water handy for the fireworks and for the charcoal.
Either dispose of them in a metal garbage can, not in your plastic garbage can, or drown them in water.
As for propane grills, open your lid before lighting it to avoid flash fires and check it for any leaks.
Spray it down with some soapy water around that hose. If it's leaking, you'll have bubbles. The number one way to stop a fire when you have a gas grill is to disconnect the fuel source.
If you get burned, cool the area with water and keep it clean. Also, don't hesitate to call 911.
Would much rather be responding to your emergency, and maybe you put that little small grass fire out and don't need us when we get there, than it to get out of control.
In Dothan, I'm Lisa Sacaccio, WTVY News 4, your hometown news leader. Other than apartment complexes, there are no rules against grilling in city limits. Fireworks, however, are prohibited in Dothan, and Etheridge says to check with your local city to see if they are permitted before shooting them off. Now, if you can do so legally, and if you want to do so legally, there are some options for you as far as fireworks. If you want to maybe not blow up so big ones, if you want something small, that's when you can go for these novelty items like these race cars or very popular sparklers. You can also do the pop-its where you just throw them and they pop. So that's those options if you maybe just don't have a lot of room, if there's some tree coverage and you want something kind of stay close to the ground. However, if you want to go for something bigger, that's when you can go for the bigger fireworks like this artillery with the shells. You can also do the cakes, which they're grouped together, and that has a lot of color. And of course, there's the Roman candles. Now, however, with also lighting these off, if you don't want to do with a match, if you want something a little bit safer, you can get something called a punk. And you can get these at fireworks stores. I know when you go to BJ's, which is where I got these ones, they give you these for free, but you can light these off, and then you can light the fireworks safer than using a match or a lighter. But once again, just make sure that you have a safe and happy 4th of July. Marie?
Thank you, Lisa. The National Fire Protection Agency says fireworks cause over 18,000 fires a year in the U.S., and gas grills contribute to a higher number of fires than charcoal.